Hey, thanks for clicking Weather on Demand. As always, I'm Sean Householder with UpperMichiganSource.com. The almanac was cold. In fact, the low tied the record of 17 below set in 1968 yesterday morning. And we put the high together with the low. We're about 24 degrees below the long-term average. Around the UP, a wind chill warning continues into this afternoon for the entire viewing area. We also have a lake effect snow advisory, Alger, Lewis County, Ontonagon, northern Houghton and Keweenaw counties. We've seen gusty winds and blowing snow there. So that's a problem with reduced visibility. There'll be some minor accumulation across the west, a little more looking further east, especially east of Munising. Looking at temperatures, well, this morning temperatures have really taken a tumble. These warmer eastern counties finally giving way to that cold air. Places like Munising, Manistee, Newberry yesterday were reading single digits above zero. Now definitely much colder, and even in some of the colder spots, 22 below in Iron River and 6 below is the reading Houghton Hancock. Gusty winds all across the UP. It was 1 in Copper Harbor, but with a 38-mile-an-hour gust, it feels more like 35 below. And we look around the UP, we've got those gusty winds. So even in some of the warmer spots, it feels more like 25, 35, even 45 below. In the case of Ironwood along that Wisconsin line, clearing skies help drop temperatures even farther inland away from the lakes. Closer to the shorelines, especially east of Munising, we've seen persistent lake effect snows all night, all morning long. That'll continue through a good part of our Tuesday. Also through the Keweenaw, reporting some reduced visibility there. Talk about some lake effect snow. Let's look at Lake Ontario. Now, these guys are under the influence of those westerly winds as well, so they're able to tap into that impressive long fetch off of Lake Ontario. So places like Buffalo, Syracuse, seeing some snow, especially over towards Buffalo, where they're seeing snow off of the Huron Lake. Up to 3 feet of snow in those areas. High pressure, a dominant feature around the center part of the country. That, as you can see, starting to shift over towards Dixie. Next disturbance working through the Dakotas. Also watching the latest low, just gathering steam across the Pacific Northwest. Closer to home, well, we see high pressure still a dominant feature, but elsewhere around the country, especially across the Pacific Northwest, strong ridging, a dominant weather feature. Places like Anchorage, Alaska, it's 28 degrees there. Whitehorse 23. Meanwhile, places like Sawyer Airport, Marquette County, feeling 17 below. Minneapolis cold, 12 below. The cold air will actually begin to shift eastward. We start to see some relief. That cold air finally giving up its grip across the upper Great Lakes and the, well, I should say the upper Midwest. Here, everything you see in pink, that's a wind chill warning, and so we've seen those warnings expire across the high plains, moving into even into the Tennessee River Valley, all the way up through parts of Pennsylvania, New York State. So regionally, you can see evidence of that warmer air moving in. Places like Cheyenne, 34 degrees. That's above zero at the 8 o'clock hour on your Tuesday morning. A setup for today. We've got these west to northwest winds. Lake effect snows continue, especially across those exposed portions like Ontonagon County, up through the Keweenaw and the far eastern UP along the Superior shoreline. High pressure slides south and east. That leaves that next front to work in. We watch a more zonal trend Wednesday into Thursday. That'll start to bring some warmer air in, but it's another cold one. Wind chill readings, despite the fact that temperatures may be above zero in some of the warmer spots. Wind chill still double-digit below zero all across the board. But the good news, we do have some sunshine for you, especially south and central UP, inland away from the lakes. By the shorelines, breezy, blowing snow continues right through the evening and overnight, but those snow showers will start to diminish, only lingering across the Keweenaw and the far eastern UP, and clearing skies inland, the interior west, a typical cold spot. That's the same for tonight. Into your Wednesday, I can see some improvement, but some lake effect snow will continue, especially across the Keweenaw and the far east. Improvement on the way. We start mainly clear and chilly on Thursday, but we'll see increasing clouds on breezy south winds Thursday afternoon. Warmer temperatures into the weekend.